This free step-by-step video comes to you directly from Haynes, creators of the world's best repair manuals. Fix your car or truck the right way with our accurate and reliable information at your side. You can complete more than 200 jobs on this vehicle when you purchase the complete online manual at Haynes.com.
Warning: this procedure only applies to models with 2.0-liter engines, which does not require relieving the fuel system pressure when removing the intake manifold. The engine must be completely cool before beginning this procedure. Remove the engine cover. Remove the air duct that connects the throttle body to the air filter housing. Disconnect the cable from the negative terminal of the battery. Disconnect the electrical connector and evap hose from the purge control solenoid. Loosen the throttle body mounting bolts a little at a time in a crisscross pattern to prevent distortion of the throttle body mounting surface. Remove the throttle body mounting bolts. Position the throttle body aside from the intake manifold with the coolant hoses and electrical connector still attached. Detach the power brake booster hose, then the PCV hose from the PCV valve. Be sure to mark all hoses removed, corresponding to their correct locations for installation. Remove the passenger side intake manifold support bracket bolt. Remove the driver's side manifold support bracket bolt located under the throttle body. Detach any electrical harness clips from the intake manifold. Remove the engine oil dipstick and cover the tube to prevent any debris from falling into the tube. Remove the intake manifold mounting bolts, working from the outer bolts to the inner bolt. Remove the manifold from the cylinder head. Cover the ports on the cylinder head to prevent any debris from entering. Clean the area on and around the ignition coils before removing them. Remove the coil electrical connectors. Then remove the coil mounting bolts. Pull the coil straight out to remove it. Using a spark plug socket with a ratchet and an extension, remove the spark plugs. Caution: if you intend to check the spark plug electrode gap, only check the gap with a wire type gauge, but do not adjust the gap. If the side electrode is not exactly over the center electrode, the spark plug should be replaced. These spark plug tips are covered in iridium or platinum. Do not use a wire brush or wheel to clean them. Before installing the new plugs, apply a thin coat of anti-seize compound to the threads of the plugs. Install the plugs into their holes and avoid cross-threading them. Tighten the spark plugs to 168 inch-pounds. It is a good idea to coat the inside of the coils with dielectric compound to ensure the best connection to the spark plugs. Insert the ignition coils in their mounting bolts. Tighten the bolts securely. Connect the coil electrical connectors. Clean the cylinder head mating surface from all traces of old gasket material. Then clean the intake manifold mating surface. Replace the O-ring gasket on the manifold with a new one. Install the intake manifold and its mounting bolts to the cylinder head. Tighten the manifold bolts to 168 inch-pounds, working from the center bolt outward. Retorque the center bolt to 168 inch-pounds. Install the intake manifold support bracket bolts and tighten them securely. Reconnect the PCV hose and the brake booster hose. Then secure the hose clamps. On the throttle body, make sure the O-ring on the intake manifold side is in perfect condition. If not, replace it. Position the throttle body back into place and install the mounting bolts. Tighten the bolts a little at a time in a crisscross pattern to 89 inch-pounds. Reconnect the electrical connector, then the hose to the purge control solenoid, and secure the hose clamp. Reconnect the wiring harness clip to the manifold. Install the intake tube between the throttle body and air filter housing. Tighten the hose clamp securely and be sure to connect the breather hose and clamp. Double check to make sure all the hoses and connectors are secured in their proper locations. Install the engine cover and tighten the bolts securely, but do not over tighten them. Insert the dipstick tube. Reconnect the negative battery cable and tighten the battery cable nut securely.